Good morning, people. And apparently we're going to have another heat wave this week. You wouldn't believe it looking at the sky, but it is quite warm. So you've just seen a time lapse of me getting Esther out of the water and pressure washed off. Little one this week, only 37 feet long. I think the last couple of weeks they've all been quite big ones, so bit grateful of an easier week this week, but it never goes that way, does it? So steps are in the way, but I can kind of like see what's going on at the back here. We have two completely burnt out dysfunctional anodes at the back, completely left the chat. I think they're going to want replacing, and just we've got no paint left down from the water line down, nothing left. Chine angle on this side is looking good. And someone's had the sense to put some anodes midships as well. I think, looking at these little bobbly bits, this has had some welding done to it to probably fill some pits on it. No doubt when we clean all this greenery off and grey off, we'll probably find some more. Just to, like I say, all the way along the water line, just rusty with no paint. Another side anode nearer the front, and the chine angle again down there is okay. Moving around to the bow again, we have a couple of anode bars. They want whipping off. We'll put new anode on. Nothing to tell really, just very green. On the port side again, anodes have completely gone. Not as green on this side though. It's probably not in the sunlight. Somebody did ask a question. They said, why are some boats greener than others? And it's usually just down to sunlight. So if a boat is moored in the same place a lot, then obviously the sun will do its work and the greenery will come through. So no paint, definitely no paint. This side anode is okay. Chine angle down here starting to get a little bit low on this side. You can see it's starting to get close to the weld. That needs to be kept an eye on. Outlets are the older kind, and I believe this boat hasn't been welded all continuously under the guard irons. It's just tacked in places, so you do get a bit of rust coming through from there. Some funky stuff going on there with the outlets. Rear side anode, that's okay, and again down the bottom here it's just starting to get a little bit close. It's not close enough concern on this docking, but maybe in a couple of years time this might want a strip welding along there just to protect it from that on that weld line. So yeah, you see, you get rust patches like this coming through where it's not continuously welded. Round to the back again, a couple of deleted anodes. Oi, propeller, that's a Vita setup. Okay, don't very often see that drilled with a split pin through it. That's not the conventional nut, but it's obviously holding it on. And also underneath here we don't have a plate across there. You usually have a plate on there on the bottom of the lid for the weed hatch. So I think the owner wants me to make him one up for that. Rudder, yes, it's got a lot of play in it. This is I think it's a Piper shell. Again, it's got this stock that we had the other week where it's a square going into a taper. This one's been welded and it's been welded properly all the way around. So to replace this cup, we're not going to do anything. You have to cut it all out, and it's a massive job. Also, I've noticed that the tube that goes through the diesel tank for the rudder, for the stock, if you look on this side, it's getting a bit thin. So this here, I don't know if it's been rubbing on it or whether they only used a thin bit of pipe originally, but that's something that definitely wants keeping an eye on. When we clean it up, we might be able to see a little bit better what's going on there. Obviously it's not leaking, otherwise we'd have diesel everywhere. So yeah, this cup, can't really do a lot about that without a massive intervention, and that would be basically cutting all of this lot out, putting a new tube all the way through the diesel tank, then cutting it off here, putting a whole new stock in, cutting the rudder all the way down through here with a new stock, new cup, and then welding this back onto the new stock that you put in, which would be a massive undertaking just for a little bit of rattling. Until that becomes a bit more of a problem, then I think it's staying as it is. Trying to have an easy week this week, aren't we? So Esther needs cleaning up with a whizzy wheel, anode bars being deleted, new anodes welded on. Where's Jane? Okay, so that's 2 hours of our life that we'll never get back, isn't it, hun?
It is, definitely.
Apologise for the wind. So this boat has been pit welded. So you can see all these bits of weld. Now, normally you would grind these back down again flush, but for whatever reasons, when this one's been done, they haven't. So that does make it a little bit more messy for painting, but we'll work our way around it. So you can always tell how warm the air temperature is by how easy the blacking comes out the tin. So Jane, you doing what they call scraping the bottom of the barrel?
Yeah.
So not only are we watching paint dry, so do you want a hand?
Yes, please.
Bugger, can't think of any excuse not to help you
Good.
other than go and edit a video.
No. No, definitely not.
Right. Good morning, people. And it's going to be a scorcher today, apparently. It's shaping up to be that way. So, getting on with this one. First coat is on, as you saw by the time lapse. Next job is to get some anodes on the back and the front. Hello, Jane.
Hello.
Got problems with the weed hatch?
Yeah, can you take it out for me, please?
Sure. Right, so the weed hatch, the cover plate hasn't got a cavitation plate on it, and the owner has asked me to fit one. So what I need before I move it so that Jane can paint everywhere is just the dimension of the top of it. Okay, 21 centimetres. Right, I'll move that out of your way and you can carry on. I'll give you a hand, but
Yeah.
I've got to make this cavitation plate, my lovely.
Of course you have, yeah.
You'll be all right.
I don't melt.
Possibly. Hello, Jane.
Hello.
So you got a coffee and you're waiting for your sandwich, yeah? Bit warm today, isn't it?
Just a bit.
So, the diet for the cakes still keeps going, but today we do have, this is strawberry and almond cupcake. But the thing is, I wanted to show you was these. They make these vanilla milkshakes here, and you struggle not to have two.
No, you struggle not to have two.
I do. It's not really helping the diet, but keep hydrated, people. Keep hydrated. So yeah, cake of the week, but more importantly, milkshake of the day.
So where we are.
Where are we?
We are at Rebecca's Kitchen or Pills Shop.
And it's al fresco today.
Al fresco, yeah.
Lovely and shaded area they got here. So yeah, enjoy. That didn't last very long, did it? My food hasn't even come yet. Might have to go and get another one.